You can never come back at the same time. Sometimes you don't sleep on the same bed at the same time, like in 1 week. Sometimes you don't eat from the same plate in 1 week. You can count the number of times you actually ate from the same plate with the man you said you're married to. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Chisom here again, and this is Mrs. Lekwa series. No, you're in the right place. Don't run. I know you guys will be like, what's happening? This is not our usual studio. What is happening? Is somebody impersonating Chisom? No, it's me. Guys, you know that to create content is not easy. Like, if you see somebody put up a video, that person must have taken time to create that video, to edit that video, and then post it. Okay, so these are things you try to squeeze in. You know, when you have a job, you have kids, you have other things you must do, and then still create content. So the time these days is not forthcoming. I don't have that leisure of time these days. So I struggle to make out that time to sit down and do a sit down video and do this thing. So I decided that, okay, why not? Like today, I just finished washing and I'm like, instead of just sitting here and folding these clothes, why don't I just set up my camera and talk about this thing I've always wanted to create content about? Instead of waiting for the time to go and set up the camera and do it special, why not do it? So guys, if you're seeing most of my videos this day where I'm doing my house chores, just know that it's as the time permits. So I might be cooking, I might be walking on the road, might be doing my house chores. The only one I will not show is when I'm walking. So it's just how, you know, we are just going with the trend. We are just going with the how it's coming, you know, what life is throwing at us, we are going with it. Okay, so that I'll be consistent, because if I'm waiting for that time to set it up and do all those things, I might lack that consistency. Except of course where I'm doing a tutorial, like all these videos that I do, I show you guys how to do this, how to do that. Except of course when we are doing a tutorial, we know that we mean business. We'll come and set it up and there will be no distraction. Apart from it, any other video in between video where we just talk, general talking, living in the UK, talking about general topics, my dear, you people might be seeing me like this more often. So guys, in this video I'll be talking about how are we handling our depression in the abroad. If you're watching me, like if you're a part of my community and you're already in the UK or you're already abroad, you can agree with me that depression in this part of the world is real. People that are in Africa, Nigeria, where we are coming from, we don't understand depression. Like when they say depression, it's not really a topic we talk about at home. I know we do talk about it, but it's not really a thing, you know, that people really focus on. It's not really, we don't give it that much of importance, because 1 in 10, 1 in a million people. But here, my dear, the winter, the cold makes us, the blacks, it throws us into depression. Yeah, it's scientifically proven that cold weather throws us into depression, like the black race. So you can imagine the environment alone is not friendly for you. Yeah, we know that a lot of nice things are here. We set up our camera, we say, come, carry your family and come, things are happening, come and see life, come and enjoy, come and grow, come and do that. Yes, there are a lot of nice things to talk about the abroad, like life in the abroad. Since we left Nigeria and we relocated, life has been better in so many ways. But guys, many people don't talk about devices. So many of us YouTubers, we don't tell you about devices. So today I'm going to be telling you people about depression, because winter is coming. So I want us to talk about it. And if you're in the UK, please, I'll be sharing my tips with you, how I cope with this moment. Okay, and then if you have any tips at all, the ones that you do, things you do, you can always leave it in the comment section. We are all here to learn. No one person knows it all, but this is how I cope. And I'm just trying to use this video to enlighten you that if you are new in the country, like people that are coming in this winter or people that are just new, especially those ones that came alone, international students living alone and all that, and you are passing through that moment where you feel like, is it worth it? Like, why did I, you know that relocation alone is a burden. Relocation itself is a burden on its own. Like leaving your job, living your life, leaving your family, leaving everything you are doing, you are used to do for the past 20-something years, 30-something years, 40-something years of your life. and relocating to a totally new region. Sometimes some of us here, we don't even have families, we don't have friends, it's just you. Guys, do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? Like, you people don't understand it, because you might say, okay, when you come, you make friends now, your classmates now, your people are busy. Your classmates, you can only see them when you're in school. Once school is finishing, the other person is already packing shifts. Like, sometimes you might have time and say, okay, let me even call this person to hang out with them. But those people you want to call, they are busy. They have gone to pack shifts. They are busy. If they are not going for shifts, they are studying. If they are not studying, they are sleeping, having rest. Yes, it's important. If they are not sleeping, they are doing one thing or the other. So you find out that if you are alone, you are alone. Don't even hope that you are going to come here to make friends, come here to, mingle with classmates, make new friends, start all over. It's not that easy, Rara. It's not that easy. So if you are coming alone, now the environment is already working against you. Now you coming alone, that one is a minus. But for people that came with family, yes, coming with family, no matter how busy you get, especially people with kids, no matter how busy you get, yes, there'll still be a time when you will meet your partner at home. Even if you want to pack shift left, right, and center, as long as kids are involved, one person must be with the kids now for the other person to come back and take over before the other person resumes. So that's time of even changing, or maybe your off days, of course. That is why, guys, one thing my family we've done is to make out time for the family. Like, no matter how busy you get, because you know that the bills are there, you have bills to pay. A lot of us, before we came in here, we have gotten into a lot of debts, school fees, a lot of things to, suck up this money. So if you're looking at it that way, and the way the money is coming, like the way you're working and earning it, you might want to work and forget to rest. Even work and forget that you have wife or husband or children to look after. Especially those that did not come with kids. Those that came with kids, God's been so merciful. Those kids, God knows why those kids are there. Because sometimes, if not these kids, you will pack shift, even forget to rest. Okay, so it's not really easy. But one thing we have done in my own part, in my own family, is to be intentional about whatever we do. You have to be intentional. If you want your marriage, your home to be sweet, if you want to have peace, because this thing about depression, you have to have that communication with your partner to be able to communicate your feelings, communicate your mood, for your partner to be able to help. Even if you came with your partner, you came with a spouse, your husband or your wife, and there is no communication, you are like roommates. In this country, you will be like roommates, because this person is going out, this person is coming in, this person is going out, this person, you'll be like roommates. So even when you're with your partner or with your family, you have to be intentional. Marriage here is intentional. You have to be intentional about everything you do. It's not like in Nigeria where it's like autopilot. In Nigeria, we take a lot of things for granted, seriously. Wake up in the morning, you go to work, your spouse drops you off at work. While you're on your way going to work, you're already gisting in the car. I remember that time that it was just me and my husband. He's always the one to drop me off at work. I was pregnant with Mama Okpa. I used to eat Okpa every morning. Any morning I don't eat Okpa when I'm going to work. We must go and buy that Okpa. And then he will just buy the Okpa. And my own, I'll not wait to reach office before I start eating my Okpa. I will start eating my Okpa right inside the car. So we are just talking, gisting, eat my Okpa. He takes me to work. Probably he'll come to pick me up. It's just like autopilot. You already know that he's coming to pick you. You already know that this night you're sleeping at home, except you have other engagements. You already know that. Do you understand? So things are just programmed. Like, okay, weekends, there's a party to attend, there's a weekend, there's a wedding to attend, there's a family to visit, and all that. Hey, here in the abroad, nobody has that leisure of time. Nobody will notice that you and your partner, you don't leave the house at the same time, especially people with kids. You can never, I can't remember the last time me and my husband, we left the house at the same time, saying we are going to. It's not possible. Who stays with the kids? You can never leave the house at the same time, except maybe if you planned that day to be a family day, maybe you are going on family outings or whatever it is. Apart from it, you can never leave the house at the same time. You can never come back at the same time. Sometimes you don't sleep on the same bed at the same time, like in 1 week. Sometimes you don't eat from the same plate in 1 week. You can count the number of times you actually ate from the same plate with the man you said you're married to. You've not eaten in the same plate. You've not slept on the same bed. Is it bathing together that you now do? That one, forget it. And that one is story. That one is story in Nigeria. Like, you can't even remember the last time you had that leisure to actually be in that. Do you understand? So you cannot imagine the stress, the burden. So all those things are things that you don't take for granted when you come to the UK, when you come abroad. You have to be intentional about these things. You have to be intentional about that relationship. You have to be intentional about that communication. You have to be intentional about everything you do if you actually want to come out of that, live above that state of depression. If you actually want to live above it. Okay, if you are the type that maybe you came alone, international students that came alone, always call home, always make out time. That is how you're going to survive. Okay, then again, I think it's also helpful. This one is something I do on my own. I don't know about other people, but it's also helpful to take supplements. You know, these vitamin D supplements. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you that it's helpful because of that vitamin D you derive from the sun. It's also helpful to take it as a supplement. All those things are things that might maybe boost your mood. That time when you're finding yourself in that state of say, is it the depression is not... I don't know, Sha. It's just things. You can go shopping, you can go sightseeing, you can go, all those things, just to help. I understand. If you've been in the abroad, you will understand what I'm saying. But people that have not come, when we are saying these things, you people will not understand it because you'll be like, how depressed can one be when you're abroad? It's not everywhere that we all want to come to. So how depressed can you be? And you know that another part of this thing I understand very well is, that's the reason why you'll be hearing a lot about social workers taking kids, even from the Africans or from the natives or from any race at all. Social worker, they take kids and all that. And everybody's like, why are they always taking our kids? Why are they doing this? They say we should not beat children. If you beat your child, they collect. You'll be against them. You'll be kicking. See, sometimes if you don't understand the reason why these things happen, you would think they are after your life. Like social workers taking your kids, or you hearing that social workers took somebody's kid, you'll be like, why are they doing this? Why are they taking people's kids? Why are they this wicked? They are mean. They are this. Just because he baramata kalimba, just because he want to kalenya or he spank a small, are saying many harm. Now let me tell you, because we don't really understand that mental health is a serious business in abroad. You see, mental health, we don't talk about it so much at home, but in the abroad here, mental health is a serious issue because a lot of things, people migrate from all parts of the world, living whatever life they had there, to come to a totally new place and to start life all over. So sometimes some people don't take it in easily as other people might take it. Some people, it gives them that, it throws them off balance like that mentally. And because these people, they understand, it was after this discovery of mental health illnesses that, if you notice, social services taking children, it became more, rampant. It became more popular because they now come to understand that as much as you are the parent to this child, everybody knows that nobody can love your child more than you, the mother, or more than you, the parents. Yeah, nobody loves a child more than you. But then, mental health is real. Some people, they lash it out on the kids because, if you understand safeguarding adults and vulnerable adults and children, you understand that these are the people, the age bracket that are more prone to harm, more prone to other people being, harming them or something like that. So that is why the focus is more on children and then vulnerable adult, the disabled, the aged, and the rest of them. So some people, when they are in that state, that mental state of, that your mental does not mean you be in psychiatry, or that your mental does not mean you are admitted in the hospital. Some people are roaming around the streets like something is bothering them, like how were they off or small, like scoing. So sometimes you find out that they will lash it out on the kids. Maybe the woman or the mom, even the fact that you are having a fight with your partner, or something is bothering you, financial burden, or something is not just working out, and then the kids will say, oh, you out of frustration. You want to lash out your frustration on the kids. This is why these social services coming into family affairs became rampant, because in this part of the world, they don't take mental health like a joke. They take it seriously. They know you love your children. You love them. Nobody loves them more. But they also know that people pass through some phases in their life that they can't help. They don't even know. Some people are not even diagnosed yet. They don't even know that this is a situation they are having. okay, and they are now lashing it out on these kids, and nobody is here to detect or to prevent it or to protect these children. So that is why the social services thing is really, really, hitting us hard, and everybody's like, why this happened. Like, I've heard a lot of stories of how social services, nobody wants, is really bad. Like, it's really ugly for you as a parent to lose your children to social services and all that. Nobody prays for that. But mental health, depression, all these things we don't talk about, nobody's looking in that direction. That is why it's really happening. Not like they hate you or they're after you or they are targeting you because this, because that. When you understand that migrants, changing your location, going to a new location, how are you coping, depression and all those mental health, whatever, it puts us more at risk. It puts us, we are more like a target group. Yeah, it's not as if it doesn't happen. Even with the locals, it happens. Is anybody that has schools more than Ondocha? Nobody has schools more than these people, because even in their own parts, how mental health to them is like drinking water. In Africa, we don't usually have all these things, because I think the sun that God gave us naturally helps us boost our mood and all these things. Here in this part of the world where cold, everybody's cold, winter, I don't know if it's even us, only us, the blacks, that the thing affects mentally, or it just affects every human being. Because the kind of things you'll be seeing here, you'll be wondering, okay, like, why are they always having this mental, that kind of a thing? Why are they always like this? Why is it happening? Why is it mental? So that is why the whole social services being involved, mental health awareness has opened a lot of people's mind, a lot of eyes, a lot of things to understand that people that have that duty of care to these children pass through these stages, and the children might be exposed to harm or to these risks. So it now makes them more like, can the chook eye into our matter, not be like, say they don't like us. So guys, that is basically all about it. So I don't know how you're coping with depression where you are, but please be intentional about your relationship with other people. Be intentional about your relationship with your spouse. If you are here with a partner, be intentional about your relationship with people at home. If you're here alone, you can always find somebody to talk to. But no matter what happens, one thing I want you to take out of this video is the fact that you are not alone. It's not just you. So when it's happening, it's not just, sometimes you just come and be thinking, is it really worth it? Like, is it really worth it? What did I even do? Is it really worth it? Leaving everything I was doing, is it really worth it? To leave all these things and come here to start all over. Even sold a lot of properties. In some cases, you sold land, you sold properties. Is it really worth it? Sometimes you come to that stage where you start questioning your moves, like questioning your decisions. Did I even do the right thing doing this thing? It's not only you, my dear. It's normal. It happens to everybody. Like, we come to that point in time when we start asking ourselves these questions, leaving your family, leaving your friends, people that make you get busy. Can you imagine when in a weekend you have this wedding to attend, you have that birthday to attend, you have this office function to attend, you have your family and friends to visit. By the time you do it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday is there, you go to work 9 to 5, you come back, you are busy, so you barely notice that the days are going. Or like when you come here and it's work. Everything is routine, everything is planned, like the way it is today is the way, as you get bored. You get lonely, you start questioning your life, you start asking questions like, what is even this? Is this how life is going to continue and end? That kind of a thing. So guys, you are not alone. Just know that a lot of other people, especially we migrants, are also passing through these things. Why I'm saying migrants is because we are usually the ones that are still trying to find our feet. Yes, other people that have been here, the locals or the people that have naturalized, they have found a way to navigate through this. They have found a way to strike a balance, But we migrants, we are still new. A lot of us are still trying to find our feet. A lot of us are still trying to figure it all out. A lot of us are still trying to wrap our heads around it. So it's usually more on us, okay? But I just want you to know that you are not alone. Try to open up that communication, whether with your spouse, whether with family and friends or whatever, your colleagues. Try to open that communication. talk to people. Don't ever feel that it's only you. Whatever it is you think you're passing through, so many other people are passing through it. Is it debt? You have a lot of debt. A lot of people have it. Is it that you've not gotten a job? You are still looking for. A lot of people have it. Is it that your sponsorship, your visa will soon run out? You're looking for new sponsorship. A lot of people have it. Is it that your family are still in Nigeria? You're looking for a way to work, make money, and bring them over, and things are not just working? A lot of people are in that shoe. So what is it you are passing through that you think you are the only one? A lot of people are in that your shoe. So how are you handling your own? Don't allow it to into depression. Oh. Speak up. Oh. If you have anybody that you are close to, talk to them. Try and make out time for yourself. Try and make out time to unwind. Even if you don't have anything to do or anybody to visit, enter shopping mall. There is a lot of side attraction. By the time you go to shopping mall, somebody like me, I like to do window shopping. Even if you don't have money to buy all those things, just enter. They don't pay to enter shopping mall. You can even vlog inside there. They don't pay. It's free of charge. Enter the shopping mall, go and look around. Pretend as if you are buying those things. In your head, just be telling yourself, oh, I'm getting this shoe. This shoe is so lovely. You can even put it in your cart. At the end of the day, you drop their card somewhere for them and walk away. Nobody will hold you. Nobody will come and say, come and rearrange all these things you put in this card. Nobody will hold you. They will not know that you are curing your mental craze. My dear, if that is the one that will work for you, better do it. Anyhow, you know that you survive. Just do it. Just do it. So guys, that is just all about it. You know, it's good to talk about these things from time to time to remind you that you are not alone, to remind those that are still planning to come that these things are real. We face it here. So if you are coming here, be ready to face it. It's not all rosy. And devise ways or means you can walk around it, okay? And those that are already here, this is how we do it. Let us know how you are coping with your own in the comment section, okay, so that, you know, all of us will learn together. So guys, I've even left the clothes I'm supposed to be folding. My god, it's so you like this. I've even left the clothes I'm supposed to be folding to now be gisting you guys, and after the gist I'll now go back to folding the clothes. Meanwhile, I wanted to use one stone and Q2 bed and folding clothes while we are talking about this, but it's all good, nothing spoiled. Okay, so guys, if you've watched up to here and you've not subscribed, please subscribe and be part of this community. I have a lot to tell you people about. I have a lot to share with you guys. My life abroad journey, motherhood, gist, tips, everything, like how I'm navigating, how I'm seeing it all. There's nothing you have to lose by being a member of this community, okay? Please give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend it to as many audience as possible. Catch up with you guys in my next video. And until then, you do take care of yourself, love yourself, and stay positive. Bye-bye.